How about now? We got audio now? I hate when that happens. Give me one if you got audio. TJ, my mic was on. It just, I had the wrong thing selected. I've been doing some VHS to DVD recording, and that took away the mic. So, and I didn't check it. So it wasn't that the mic wasn't turned on. It just wasn't being seen. Night Train, good morning. Cameron, good morning. Paul Murray, good morning. Brad Austin, good morning to you. Yellow Rose, good morning. As I was saying, which you guys couldn't hear, I don't know if Dennis was able to go live again after he went down the second time. But I waited a few minutes and then decided to go ahead and go live. Good morning, Johnny.
Hey, Rodney. Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. How about yourself?
Oh, it's getting better every day.
So, but as I was saying, I waited a few minutes, and when it became obvious Dennis wasn't going to be,
I didn't know what was. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it happened to me this morning too. Of like 5 minutes into it or so, boom, and I just couldn't get it back. I tried like 4 times.
Must be Saturday the 14th after the Friday the 13th. That's what it is.
It must be. So I am going to drop the link into the chat for about 30 seconds. If anybody cares to join, Brad. Of course, Brad, I sent you a message, but TJ, anybody? It'll be there for 30 seconds. There it is. Paul Murray, you haven't been on in a while, brother. Why don't you pop on in here? Here's Peter Carroll. Good morning, Peter. Good evening, Peter.
Peter.
Good morning. Good morning, Rodney. Good morning, Johnny. How is everyone?
Good afternoon or good evening. Yeah, for you. Yeah.
Evening. Yeah.
He passed.
I'm good. How about
he's already
yourself?
had his coffee.
Yeah, no, we had a bit of excitement here on Wednesday. Yeah, we had a 5.8 or 9 magnitude earthquake about 100 miles or so away from the city of Melbourne here.
Oh wow, that
I didn't see that.
That had things rattling for a little while here. I was in the bathroom at the time brushing my teeth, and all of a sudden everything just started rattling. I thought, what's going on here?
Yeah, I thought your teeth were rattling, huh?
That's right, yeah.
When I was stationed in Japan, we had an earthquake about every day, I think.
Yeah. Fortunately, the centre of it was about 100 or so miles east of Melbourne, and was in a sort of relatively unpopulated area, so there was a bit of damage, slight damage to buildings around the city, but not a real lot.
Wow.
Fortunately. Yeah.
Hey, good morning, RL Photography. Ron, how you doing, brother? TJ, good morning. Dean, good morning.
Dean, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Dean. Good morning, TJ.
Morning. Can you guys hear me now since I put my microphone down?
We can hear you.
You hear me now.
Hey, TJ, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Hey, we got Lee, Yellow Rose Drones is in the house. Lee, good morning.
Good morning, Lee. Mr. Lee.
It's dark in my vehicle, so I don't know how well you'll see me.
Oh, you look just beautiful, Lee.
I turn my light.
We can see the light.
Yeah.
I saw the.
I pulled over on a side road to adjust the settings. Ray Kelly was asking me to come on the Johnny Flying for Fun thing in about a month, and I said, well, I don't know if StreamYard would work, and I guess it works.
Yeah,
well,
you won't. Yeah,
appears to be working
you can use your phone. It'll work.
Using the hands-free Bluetooth on my earpiece.
Yeah.
Cool. But you're sounding good too.
Yeah, Captain Ray, he does some booking now. He'll text me, say, I got so and so for this date. I said, Ray, you need to put that stuff down on paper, which he does,
Oh, Captain Ray, he's quite the character, I think.
Yeah, he's
I love
think,
that.
on October 6th, we got Billy Kyle and Kelly Shores. So
Oh wow.
Wow.
yeah, and then we have Hay Kesselou, I think the next week. So he's man, I'll tell you, we're getting Elvis. We will have Elvis one day on the show.
Well, he hit me up for October 20th.
Yeah, he told me, Lee, but he's on a little vacation, so I told him we'd get together Monday or Tuesday.
He's always on vacation.
Well, Rodney, what can you say?
Yeah.
No, he's on. I think he had a cousin who passed away a few years ago, and they're spreading the ashes over somewhere, so they all kind of got together. So.
Ron Lockwood
is there
says,
somebody
hope
that
you're not seeing the
really
light,
looks
Rodney.
like is there somebody that looks like
Hey, TJ, your sound's broken up, brother.
mine it tends to go in and out. I guess I don't know, I'm looking at my internet box or whatever. Lights are just flashing all over the place. I'm not sure what's going on.
That sounded pretty good right then.
Oh.
Hey, let me say good morning to Al, Tyranofly, and Cameron, RL Photography. Who else? Buying Space. Mike, Lenses Overland. Good morning. And Night Train, Mike. Good morning, Night Train.
Was there somebody that actually looks like Elvis? Like who y'all were talking about there for a moment?
What?
What was it? Was there somebody that looks like Elvis? Is that who you guys were talking about for a moment there?
No, I'm getting the real. Catherine Ray is booking the real Elvis. Elvis works at Burger King.
Yeah.
PJ?
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit of similarity there. A little bit.
He really didn't die in September of '77. He just went to work at Burger King.
Yeah, he's making $15 an hour back then. They gave him a bonus. They gave him
He's not a greeter at Walmart?
Yeah. Oh well, I think he quit that job.
Yeah.
I'd heard that he'd left the building, actually.
He's really Dennis. Look, he's really Dennis Lovelady in disguise. That's who he is.
Oh my
Might have Brad Alston.
Greeter at Walmart. Oh, that's funny.
So Lee, I think
that was
the
great.
first time you've been on my channel, haven't it? Isn't it?
I think so.
Well, welcome. Good to have you.
I'm normally not awake this early in the morning.
Most people aren't.
Well, I don't get home till after midnight. I had to meet the charter plane last night to put the medical specimens on it for Quest. So I didn't get home till about 12:30 in the morning.
Oh wow.
And by the time I got to bed about 2:00, and then had to get back up at 6, and my son goes to work at 7. He's got a learner's permit, so I have to. His mom has been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off for years, and the guy's going to turn 28 in October. And when I grew up, the minute I could get my permit, I got it. The minute I get my license, I got it. And then I got a car as soon as I had a job to pay for it. And nowadays, just the motivation's not there, I guess. But I just told, while my wife is in rehab, recovering from her stroke, I just told John, you're driving. You got a permit? Drive. I'll just ride with you. I can channel your mother, Oh, hey, it's a bird. Oh, hey, it's a red light. Hey, watch out for the car. Because she gets real nervous. And he says, no, she's a worse driver than me. Oh, yeah, you're right. He's a very good driver. He's done a great job. His confidence has been getting built over the last 2 weeks. And now we just got to find a place where he can do the in-person driving test. He's done all the online stuff here in Texas. He's got all the certificates. He's got everything he needs. He just has to get in the car with the examiner and be able to parallel park. And
Cars
parallel
do
parking.
that for you now.
Yeah, who does parallel parking? But
Yeah, I do in my front of my office. Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, the kids, my granddaughter, I said one day, I said, Bailey, parallel park right here in front of my office. I got to drop something off. She said, oh, no, I am not.
right. But he's a very safe driver, signaling, speed, stopping, starting, watching out for dogs walking on the street, dog walkers, and he made an interesting comment. We got these big trash bins they use in San Antonio that they put out, on trash day or recycle day. He said, why don't they put reflectors on them and a reflective tape so you can see them at night? Yeah.
I wonder if they'd let you use one of those cars with the self-parallel parking in that driver's test.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Well, yeah, they'll probably let you use it, but they'll probably say, well, you got to turn it off.
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
You know what? When I took my driver's test, I took my driver's test when I was 18, and I was driving a Ford Galaxy 500 back in '72. And us older folks will remember those Galaxy 500s back in '72 were huge.
Yeah,
they were
like a school bus.
And I had to take my driver's test in one because it was my girlfriend's father's car. And we was going down the street, and then the examiner said, okay, I want you to parallel park right here. And I parallel parked that Galaxy 500 like a pro, man.
Ronnie, I got to ask, was that driver's test from the front seat or the back seat? I mean,
You need two parking spaces for that, wouldn't you, Rodney?
Just about. I mean,
yeah.
Back in the day, a Galaxy 400 or a Galaxy 500 would be two cars today.
Yeah.
But anyway, that examiner looked at me and he says, "Okay, let's go on back to the DMV because you did that so well. I'm not even going to grade you on anything else." And I got my license. So
when I took my driving test, it was in a 1965 Volkswagen Beetle. And those things turned so sharp. When I started backing in, the guy says, "You're not going to make it." I said, "Yes, I am." And I parallel parked that sucker perfect. He said, "Well, I guess you're right." Because it turned so sharp, he thought I was going to hit the curb.
right.
this morning was FUBAR. I expect better next week, Rodney and Dennis. Well, believe me, buddy, it wasn't from want of trying.
Yeah, what happened there this morning, Rodney? It was disappeared all of a sudden.
Yeah, I lost my internet connection apparently, and when I tried to get back, it just wouldn't go live again.
Yeah. Okay.
So and Dennis, I think, is experiencing the same problem this morning because he managed to come back a second time, and I don't know if he ever got back the third time or not.
I don't think he did. No.
No, I mean, I keep looking because I don't want to step on him, but anyway, hey, Al.
Al.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you all?
Hi, Al.
Hey, Peter.
Beautiful day
Hi to
here.
Mr. JRCs as well.
Yeah, beautiful out here, isn't it?
Yeah, we got 53 degrees and sunny. It's going to be very nice.
Yeah.
No chainsaws or generators going this morning. Nice and quiet.
How you doing, Dean? You doing okay, buddy?
Doing well. How about you?
Well, too. Thanks for asking. Yeah, man.
You're right. You're right, Brad.
Where's my buddy Brad this morning? He's out having some coffee in the backyard, maybe?
Yeah, he said there was too many people on here for him. And he also said if that Al Duran was going to be on, he wasn't coming. So, and you guys know me, I love to try and cause trouble.
I know, man. Otherwise, there'd be something wrong with you, man. If you're not causing trouble, there's a problem.
Adrian's not here, Rodney. You don't have. You can let it go.
Actually, he says he'll come on shortly.
Oh, or Adrian? Uh-oh.
Or Brad.
Oh, Brad. Okay, gotcha.
Oh man. So you guys been doing anything exciting with your drones? Anything specific? You guys?
No, but I got a new phone last night, and I got it all set up.
Oh wow! What kind of phone is it? Apple?
That's the Mini 13. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Oh, TJ dropped out.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I was thinking about ordering one of those for my wife.
I'll tell you,
still
know,
got the old iPhone 7 here, so
yesterday I left the house, of course, for 2 minutes, and because you had to sign for it. I mean, when I said I was home all day, and the minute I leave, the guy puts a note on my damn door.
Right.
So like, I'm trying to ride around and see if I see the UPS driver. And actually, I went about 7 o'clock last night, and the guy was pulling up. So.
Welcome back, TJ.
nice pose he's got there.
Was that Peter?
That's a nice pose TJ's got there.
Yeah, it is.
I think he's frozen now.
Yeah, I think he froze again. Oh, there he is. Now he's,
Thank you. Thank you. Can anybody hear me okay? I mean, what's wrong with
yeah, it's very choppy. And so is your video.
What's wrong with the router? I have to. I don't know what's going on with it. I have to unplug it and then reset it again. Oh, let me try that. Hold on.
Good morning, the View Chaser. I think it's Danny. Isn't the View Chaser Danny?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Brad Austin says it's 49 degrees outside. He needs to put on some clothes to go outside.
Well, it's 62 in San Antonio this morning.
Yeah, 55 here. Well, 53 actually. Yeah.
It was 53 up here in Northern Neck, Virginia.
Captain Ray was up in Virginia somewhere. Ray, I forgot the little town he was in.
Really?
Yeah. But then he's on the way. Well, he's in North Carolina now.
Ah, okay. Hey, Rod Piker Drones UK. Good morning, Rod. How are you doing, buddy? Uh-oh. Trouble has come to paradise.
Oh, no.
Yeah, speak of the devil. Wow.
Yep.
Adrian, was your ears burning?
No, sir, I was not.
They wasn't?
I was not here early.
No, I said, was your ears burning? I mean, your name had came up.
Actually, they were, Johnny, because Rodney can't help it. He got to talk about me. He can't help it.
Actually, hey, no, Rodney, I was the first one to bring your name up, Adrian.
Well,
that's right, Adrian. You're accusing me, and it was really somebody else.
At least somebody thinking about me. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate
but he
it.
did, but he did fill in the blanks,
I hear you, but see, the only reason you're talking about me, it got to be the bald head. You know what I mean? It got to be the bald head.
Oh, it looks like there's some little gray there too.
I gotta get a haircut. It's a little bit of gray.
It's gonna be gray, yeah.
So Rodney,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Apologies. I crashed my drone 2 days ago, and the positive lead on the flight controller, or actually on the EFC, is a two-stack. It's a stack. It ripped right off. And so what you're seeing right there, you can see that this flight controller right here, you can see the stack. This is all the EFCs, and then you can see this is my positive lead right there. It got ripped completely off my
wow.
The EFC, and you can see that you can't really repair it either, because you can probably, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 30 little leads going into the board. So there's no way to repair it. So
that might take you an hour or two to do. Yes.
Yep. And I wouldn't trust it, right? So I just put a new one in. I had a spare because I was doing the second build, And so I just like, well, there goes the second build flight controller. I'm using this one on this stack. So yeah, that was unfortunate, but it's part of flying.
Yeah, and that's a blown up picture. The thing's tiny by actual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and stop sharing. I'll stop sharing, and you can see here. This is the size of it here, and the flight controller was the one right in here that went out.
I'm gonna make you bigger so we can see that better.
Okay, I'll put some light
How
on that.
did you run it into something, or I mean, what did you?
No, that's a backlight. Yeah, I did. Mother Earth did it. Well, I was trying these maneuvers. So you go upside down, and then when you're inverted completely, you turn around, and then come back down. And so what was happening is when I get the momentum going, and you flip it upside down, it keeps sliding backwards. And then by the time you roll it, you're still flowing backwards, you know. It's probably about, oh gosh, it's about a 700 gram drone, 900 grams with the GoPro on it. But I've been bashing the hell out of it, having a blast. I mean, just trying everything, all these new pirouettes and turns and stuff, and then but it's a nice frame because it's a 6mm arms on it. It's made by iFlight. It's a Titan XL, so it's worth buying if you're a beginner because you can smash the hell out of it and not burn anything. So
Yeah, unlike my DJI FPV drone, you look at it wrong and it'll crack.
oh yeah, and you know what? I fly this thing like an airplane. So this is basically what all I do is just fly it like an airplane.
Oh, that's the new FPV drone, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's got the small cage on top, and they give you these graphics for it. So
Man, that's pretty awesome.
It gives you that little mount on top for your GoPro. So, and then they add these additional wings. They're hard to see right here. That you put these little wings on here to prevent the lateral slides when you're flying around. It does a real good job, really, actually. But it's more designed to fly like a plane. But if you want a plane, I mean, come on, you gotta get the Zod Dart, this thing.
Oh wow!
This thing is a really nice plane.
Well, guys, I'm back home. I'm going to drop out and go back to the YouTube side of it to monitor, but I'm going to drop off the live part of it.
All right, Lee. Well, you have a good day, brother.
Have a
Thanks
good
for
day,
being
bro.
on the panel.
Yeah, I'm hopping off.
Oh,
too, guys.
they're talking about evicting my wife from, so to speak, from the rehab center on Monday. I've put in an appeal to try to keep her in longer, even though it's $172 a day to keep her there.
Oh my!
But she's making good therapy. You know, the therapy's doing good, but I still got more room to do on the cleaning out the house. I talked about cleaning out the house. There's the 20-yard dumpster sitting in my driveway.
Wow.
Yeah, we're throwing everything away out of the garage. Anything that's been sitting around the house for years that we haven't used, we've been pack rats. And the wife and I are both doing computers for the last 20, 30 years. And customers will give us old computers and say get rid of them. And so we take the hard drive out and or wipe them or whatever. And oh yeah, one of these days we'll drop it off at Goodwill or we'll drop it off at wherever for recycle, and didn't happen. That whole garage full of old, ancient bone anchors.
Oh boy, yeah. I was gonna say I specifically liked all those desktops in there.
Yep. We just
Yeah,
started getting rid of them.
I'm gonna hop off myself. We got 175 feet of fence we putting up today, so got
All right, Johnny, you have a good day, man. Be safe.
Have a great
Okay.
day, Lee. Nice meeting you, and I'll see you on pretty soon.
Okay.
Al,
See you later.
All right.
Adrian.
Hey, we'll
Dean.
see you Monday
Peter.
night.
Hi, Donnie.
Alrighty.
All right. I think Johnny's going to be joining the live stream on the World Drone Community on Monday night, guys. So check it out, from 7 to 8. Robbie Gray and I will be hosting the channel. So 7 to 8, World Drone Community channel. And we're going to be speaking with Johnny about what?
So Adrian.
Hey, Peter.
Yep, I haven't congratulated you on the new daughter. How's she going? Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Keeping you busy?
She's keeping me busy. Yes, she is.
Is this your first one?
I'll be honest with you, Dean. I might. I don't know. How about you?
Yeah, and there's a new smart controller coming out too. I love my smart controller, but it's underpowered and doesn't have enough memory. The new one's going to have a lot more power and a lot more memory. So I can't wait.
I wonder if they're going to make it compatible with the smart controller, because I'm thinking about getting the smart controller myself.
It's going to be OcuSync 3, so it should work with any of the newer stuff.
Good, because everything with OcuSync 3 is coming out with 4 antennas, right? And so that makes it nice to have. I wonder if he's going to be able to control. I probably won't do it because the FPV, the DJI FPV. That's one thing that really pissed me off about DJI is, whoever bought the FPV was thinking that you'll be able to use that digital controller with your other quads that are running, either the Cat Vista or the Air units. But they screwed you up and only let you fly the FPV with it.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to AC Drone Dude. Good morning. Welcome to the chat.
Good morning, Drone Dude. AC Drone Dude.
Yeah, definitely need prayers for Lee's wife for sure. I was just reading TJ's.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Lenzo Overland LLC, which is Mike. That's good.
Dano, good morning. I'll Be Droned is in the house.
All right.
Hey,
I'll be droned.
Hey, Al, I also have this. I got the same small rig thing you have on yours, except the little part that it came with it. I didn't like it, so I just bought a new body.
So you didn't. What did you replace? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
I'm saying I got the same rig you have, including the wings, for small rig, except the little detail that you have in yours. I don't like it. So I didn't put them on it. I just put a new body.
Okay, got it. Just got a new body for it. Got it. I think I might. I really like the platform, guys. Looks like Adrian's freezing pretty bad.
Yeah, it does.
I like the whole concept. I just don't like the fragility of it, right? That kind of sounds like a woman's description, but I really don't like how fragile it is. So why don't we just take the guts off this thing and put it on a frame like this? And then you would have everything else you need. The only question I have is all those little silly Mylar cables in there instead of having regular wires. Might make a difference, but I think I might give it a go because really is an awesome drone. But the problem is that you hit anything and it just freaking breaks, And that's why Adrian's got those cross arms on there, trying to prevent those arms from breaking. But it's still not going to take a beating. And on top of that, the shell is pretty prone to getting smashed around pretty bad too. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, everybody was touting that as the beginner drone for FPV, that gateway drug to FPV and all that jazz. But in my opinion, it's just not. It's not hardy enough for a beginner.
I'll be right back, guys.
Dean, you changed your background again. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, that was taken down in El Salvador back in the 60s.
Really?
Yeah, I went down there for a church mission trip, and it was very interesting. Those people would walk for miles, and they had a group of medical people that would test people's stools and give them stuff for things like that, and so they said they needed a stool sample from somebody, and so they didn't come back for 2 days. Finally they came back and they said, "What took you so long?" "We had to walk back home and get him and bring him." And they said, "Man, if I knew it took that long, I would have just given him the stuff."
Oh my
He wouldn't have
gosh.
had to walk so far.
Well, let me tell you, Dean. I was born and raised in Guatemala, as you know. El Salvador is just south of it. El Salvador is no bigger than any counties here in the U.S. Right?
Yeah.
It's tiny, and Guatemala is the size of Tennessee. So that just kind of gives you a perspective. But the Mayan Indians are incredible, and I'm about 30% Mayan. I was expecting it to be more. My kids gave me one of those genetic tests,
Yeah.
and when they came back, dude, you wouldn't believe this. Andrea, you're going to love this. Adrian, you're going to love this. 10% African, 30% French, 30% Spanish from Spain, and then the rest of it is Mayan Indian. So, and the reason why the kids gave it to me, 2 of my kids ended up with a sickle cell trait, and my wife's blonde, blue eyes, and the doctor just couldn't get out. He was trying to tell us that our kids had sickle cell trait, and then he finally said, "I don't think it came from you." And he was looking at my wife, and and so then I was like, "Oh boy, I guess it came from my side of the family, right?" So.
Well, I've never been tested, but according to my family, I'm about 16% Cherokee Indian. I had Indian on both sides of my family.
Nice. And the Cherokees settled in what part of the country? Most of the Midwest, or?
Do what?
Or were the Cherokees territory?
My family grew up around Oklahoma and Arkansas, my parents and grandparents, and so I guess it was from that area. I had an uncle that was full-blooded Choctaw Indian there in Oklahoma.
Wow.
He was on the tribal council and stuff like that.
Wow. Rodney's back.
I'm back.
Okay, we'll have to quit talking
Yeah.
about him now.
Ronnie's back. Ronnie's back, unfortunately. We were having fun without him. Don't do it, Ronnie. Don't you do it.
Do it, Rodney, do it.
Adrian, you knew I had to do that.
I knew that was coming.
You asked for it.
How you doing, Dan? The View Chaser. How you doing, buddy? Taylor Rogers in the house. How you doing, bud?
Hey, Tater Rogers. Good morning, Tater. Victorian Aerial Vision. Good morning.
Another fellow Aussie there. Oh, to Brett.
Ariel.
Yeah, Victorian Aerial. Yeah, he's from what part of Australia is he from again?
He's in Melbourne, where I am as well. He's the same city as I am.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was on the other side, though. I think the other side of Melbourne.
Hey, he said that's what I get for being rude. I didn't even say nothing rude.
You don't have to, Adrian.
Adrian, just showing your face is rude.
Okay, Peter. I didn't know you were from Guatemala, Al.
Yeah, I was born and raised there. Came here in 1969 when I was 10 years old. Luckily, my parents had enough wisdom to get out of Guatemala.
Yeah.
As Dean can attest, it's not the best conditions to live in, but the weather is beautiful, just gorgeous weather, just
Well,
gorgeous.
we probably have a little bit in common. I'm born in the Dominican Republic. Came here when I was only 7 years old, so I've been here since then.
Yeah, that.
Thank God to my father.
Yeah, as you know, living conditions there is always hard.
Good morning, Justin. Drones 863 is in the house.
Good morning, Justin. The new baby's doing all right. Taylor Rogers just, doing what she does. She want to eat, play, and not in that order. Same old, same old.
Is this your first one, Adrian?
No, sir. My third one, actually. My 15-year-old is over here on his phone playing. And my 11-year-old princess, she's asleep. So she's my third kid. Yes,
Gotcha.
Ronnie, I'm done. I'm done, Granddaddy. I'm done. I know your pocket gonna be empty, and you're gonna be buying the toys. You're gonna be buying everything this year. I don't want to hear it, sir.
What?
You're gonna be buying everything for the kid. I'm your son, remember? She's your grandbaby.
No, you can't prove that.
I am 99.9% Rodney's son.
Uh-huh. And the earth is flat, too.
It is hard to get any sleep with them, Taylor Roger. You were right about that. The other day, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I was doing my live stream and I had to leave early. Because of that. How you doing, Mr. Brad Austin?
You look cold.
It's cold, man.
It's freezing in Florida right now.
49 degrees out here.
Well, you ready to take the boat out? I'll go with you.
Not that cold. How y'all doing? Good morning, Peter, Dean, Adrian, Al, Rodney.
Morning, Brad.
Man, I had to dig deep to find my gloves and my jacket. Man, I hate pulling this crap out.
Mr. JRC says Rodney's head is not as rounded as Adrian's. I don't believe it.
Okay, you guys need to go ahead and lay off of Adrian a little bit.
I think Mr. John RC or JRC is I think he's a paid skeptic anyway.
Man, I invite this autumn weather, but I definitely am not looking forward to winter.
Well, I am, so I don't know what you're talking about, Brad. I'm tired of the heat now.
Yeah, I mean, when it gets up in the 90s and close to 100 and a lot of humidity like Virginia gets, it's pretty bad, but we have such a short season of that, a couple of months in some cases. I don't know. I think one day I'll move south. Wife and I want to move south at some point.
Yeah, me and my wife want to move to Tennessee.
That's
Why
a
is
good
that,
place.
Rodney?
I told her we'll move to Tennessee only if we can buy 100 acres of land with a 33-acre lake sitting in the mountains.
Okay.
And you have a house sitting right dead center of it, right? Be as far away from your neighbors as possible.
Actually, the house would be on a small island in the middle of the lake.
Oh, you're going to create a moat. Gotcha. I like it. Moat.
Well, where I live, my nearest neighbor's a half mile down the road on the left-hand side.
Wow.
Nice.
You know, I'd go visit my aunt and uncle in near Watonga, Oklahoma when I was a kid. My dad would come home on leave and pick me and my brother up, and we'd go up there. Aunt Flora and Uncle Clint, they owned a dairy farm up there. And we'd go out there, and their nearest neighbor was 1.5 miles. And they had 140 acres of land. So that's kind of like where I would want to live. They didn't have a 33-acre lake, but they did have a nice pond.
Nice.
Jackrabbit
wife
TV, good morning.
My wife wants to buy 150 acres out in north of Phoenix, Arizona, somewhere beyond the city limits, of course, and create a compound so all the family could build their own houses on the property. So I think I'm a little late in life to be starting a compound of sorts, but
You do your own Peyton Place.
yeah. I mean, I do get it, but I don't really want to. She knows this. I don't really want to live in Phoenix, Arizona either. I mean, I like visiting, and my stepdaughter lives there, her daughter, and we enjoy going out there. We've seen a lot in Arizona, and if you've never been to the Grand Canyon, any of you, I highly recommend it. There are a bunch of other places we went as well, but I love going to visit that place. I just don't want to live there. It's so, 120 degrees doesn't excite me during the summertime.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, it's a dry heat. Everybody always throws that in there. Yes, it's a dry heat, but it's like sticking your head in your oven.
Yeah.
And you can't touch anything when it gets over about 100, 105 degrees because it will burn you. But it's good. I'm not trying to complain. I don't necessarily want to live there. But this is my second wife, but her daughter, she's the only daughter she has, and she wants to be close to her. She hasn't had a child yet, her and her boyfriend, and she just turned 30, so she's still in her career, and he's in his career. So once they have a kid, I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to probably be packing up and moving closer to her.
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
a good place to live, though. I
Hey,
want to share
David,
something with you.
20 acres would be all right with me too. 20
Yeah.
acres of wood. That would really, in all actuality, that would be ideal. It doesn't even have to have a lake. Maybe just a small pond where I can go fishing.
Hey, Ronnie. Mala the Fau said he grew up on 83 acres. Oh,
Yeah.
going to the mail in your underwear? I don't think so. You better get the art. Motorcycle, something. That's a long way home and a long way back.
That's true.
Good morning, Bela, by the way.
All right.
Hey,
now
so
we're
I missed about 15 minutes of the conversation while I was getting set up here. Adrian, how's the baby doing? How you doing?
The baby's doing great, buddy. Thank you for asking, man.
That's cool. Yep, I know you're probably having some long nights, long days, but you'll get through it.
Yeah,
That's the third one. He's a pro.
I know.
Also
I know.
work. And also work.
And work, right.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot to throw that little thing in there.
All right, guys. I'm going to brag about this. My latest flight that I crashed. Here we go. This was
Al, can I brag about something? No way.
So this is what's so fun about these things is that you can crash them all day long and not worry about.
I don't know if everybody else is seeing it, but it's stuttering every day.
Oh, is it?
I'm here.
Yeah, it looks like it's.
Yep, we got echo. We got echo as well. There you go. Sorry, smooth that a little bit out.
Just don't hit the power lines.
Yeah, that was close. That was the power line themselves.
Yeah, just trying to learn, but I'm surprised how pretty the camera's picking everything up. The colors are pretty good.
Is that punch pretty good, Al?
Yeah, it does. It punches pretty good. So and that's what the move I've been trying to learn is invert it and then roll, and see if it works pretty well. But the fun thing about these things is, you give us some throttle, this thing will they'll listen. It's definitely very, very, very responsive, easy to fly. You know, obviously.
4S Al?
Yeah, it's a 4S 1500, 95C. Yeah, I'm playing with the wires a bit too close there, but you know, the thing about these things is you could they weigh so much. Once you throw them around, I wasn't expecting to carry that far that time. I went all the way across the road, and so I didn't want that. But it's just really, really easy to fly, and you know, you get about a 3-minute flight if you're hard on it, and about a 4 to 5 minute flight if you're just like easy on it.
Al, is this a DJI system?
This is I'm flying with the air unit and the DJI V2 goggles, and one of those flights, there's a zip line right in here, and I just didn't see it, and I ended up hitting it, and I thought for sure I was gonna crack it up pretty bad. I'm still learning all these things. I've just been flying since March, and there's the end of the flight.
Oh, turtle mode.
I wish. Yeah. I'll stop sharing.
No turtle mode on that drone, I'm sure.
So that's the beauty of FPV flying, man. You can just freaking rip through 6 batteries in like an hour.
I love this one, Al, but all the flippy and the floppy things, I'm still learning, so I don't want to crush this thing yet. So,
Yeah, that was not worth practicing all that stuff on. It costs too much money.
Adrian, you put that thing in full acro yet? No, they must have had a call.
Yeah, I think you got a phone call.
I think I got a bunch of people here, man. It's very nice.
Yeah, I'm trying. I can't see the chat.
You got Tyler, Roger, Victorian Aerial Vision.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Anybody that's in the chat, I haven't said good morning to. I try to make sure I say hi to everybody. If it's under 40 people in a live chat, I try to say hi to everybody. If it gets to be more than that, it's just like it's just good morning, everybody.
Mayla says she's going to have to start bringing Dramamine to these mornings.
And I'm a rookie, man. Compared to some of these guys that I fly with, it's just freaking unbelievable. But
Mayla's being hard on you.
Oh my gosh. The beautiful thing about a heavy drone is, I mean, it'll just cut right through vegetation. You know, just whoom, it just rips right through it, man.
Need your bushes trimmed, just hire Al.
Hey, thanks for that, Mike.
A little hard on the props, but other than that, you can see the chunks getting ripped out of there.
Oh, yeah. Is that the one?
Well, that picture, Al, yesterday when you showed me those close-up shots of the drone after you crashed it, all that grass and debris that's all up in all the circuitry.
Oh yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy.
It's a wonder it even flies.
Well, I was trying to turtle it mode. Now that you said that, Brad, and it was stuck after the rain. And when I hit it to turtle it, it took all the mud from the ground and it just went. Threw it right into the camera, and I couldn't see. It was all mud. Slapped the mud right in his face like this. He couldn't see. I was like, that was stupid.
Well, I guess in turtle mode, you got to have the ducted type drones, right? You got to have something protecting the props.
Not necessarily. They'll flip, but you know, it's going to take a little bit of wear on your props and motors.
It's going to grab whatever it's laying in. I guess the grass, the mud, or whatever.
Yeah. And if you really crash hard into one of the motors, you'll hear their bearings start kind of.
Oh, I bet you can burn a motor up quick like that.
Yeah, so that's the other thing to worry about. I mean, these are like $15 motors, so they're not cheap. You know, they're not sub $10, but
I've heard of what the nicer ones that were like $30 motors, right? $35 motors.
I guess, you know.
I hear Ken Dono talking about that a lot. The motors he uses on his drones are $35.
Yeah, and like I said, yeah. I wonder what he's using. I'll have to check out his channel.
Yeah, but he's flying 6S, right? So
yeah. And this is cable 6S. I'm just not ready for dumping that much power to get, you know, because then you'll go from 0 to 100 and no problem at all. Because this does 0 to 80 right now. And like, as soon as you whomp on it, whoom. But,
right.
Is that the one you were flying that when the three of us met up with Ray?
Oh, no, that was a smaller one. That was the EMAC Baby Hawk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the baby, I'll bring it over and I'll show you the difference between the two.
Is that the one you flew through underneath of that? Oh, he can't hear me without his headphones on.
Yeah, I think that's the one he flew under the bridge.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That video footage on that.
Yeah.
That was very ballsy, I guess I can say. Put your headphones on, Al.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit smaller.
Yeah, just a tad.
Yeah, just a bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, have you guys seen the latest Caddx? Is it a Caddx Peanut? Let me see.
I saw a Peanut. No, you're talking about the new camera, right?
Yeah, I just ordered mine. I actually
looks pretty good. It's what about $230 or something like that?
$270 when you said done, but it beats the Instagram Insta360 by $60, and you get 2 ND filters, and you get the mounting brackets, and you get the special cable interface, and you get 3 wiring harness that you can then mount to each one of your drones. So, and you can. It was specifically made for FPV, and because then all you have to do is, you know, plug in the wire, and you don't have to put a battery in your.
What is it?
It's called a Peanut. Who makes it? Is it a Caddx makes it? I can't remember who makes it. Let me bring it up for you.
I just looked at that thing yesterday, and now, you know, for the FPV flyers like yourself and some of the other, you know, a lot of other ones, I think that's a cool little thing. But the Insta360, I thought the Insta360 one was under $200, and that one does just fine with the FPV drones. Or am I not saying that right?
My understanding is the Insta360 is over $300. Let me see if I can.
Maybe I misunderstood the pricing on that one.
And I'll bring him up. Yeah, it's $300 for the Insta360 with the case and all that jazz. But you can get the Insta360, I think, bare bone. Let me see if I can pull it up. Probably Amazon.
Oh no, you're talking about the 360 camera itself. I'm talking about the little one, right? The little tiny one.
Yeah, let me show you what I have here.
I don't think they have a bare bones on the little tiny one yet, unless somebody's done that.
So
yeah, I was just looking at that one.
So this is the Insta360 here, right? And this is what it comes with, and so you're gonna see what the all-purpose kit is 364, okay. Sorry. And then if you look at the Caddx Peanut, see the Caddx Peanut, it's $239, and it has this special cable here. And what I was telling you about earlier is these 3 cables that you use to hardwired to your drone. So this one's specifically made for it. The other thing that's unique here is this little magnetic interface. It's just literally just a magnet that attaches to the back. It's got a USB-C for downloading all your videos to your computer. Downside is that you have a battery that's not replaceable, and you do not have an SD card. So you have 64 gigabytes of storage space.
So it transfers all the video. It transfers all the video wirelessly through that magnetic piece and Type C.
No,
and USB.
it does. It's got a USB interface right here. See that little USB?
Yeah.
Right there. So that's how you hook up to your computer. But to the back of it.
Where's the footage stored at?
In this little peanut right here.
Okay, in the peanut itself. Okay.
In the peanut itself, yeah. So you can. This picture here kind of shows the. Golly, sorry guys.
Well, I do know that little red button to start and stop it is a very nice thing for the FPVers.
Yes.
That's a nice feature right there.
But the best thing about it is that you can assign a switch on your controller to start and stop your video too. So you can start and stop it while you're flying. Versus the Insta360, you have to start it, mount it, and then fly. So you're going to waste about 2 or 3 minutes doing all that. So it's a freaking really nice little setup, and I bought it because I want to put it on my on that drone, Rodney, that you and I and Brad, when we met up, we did. The Emax. I want to
the one you flew under the bridge. Yeah, the one you flew under the bridge.
Yeah, I want to put it on the Emax because it's light enough, and so it'll be able to just get. This guy can fly in like 8 minutes if you're easy on it. Versus this guy.
What's that little peanut? What's that little peanut weigh, Al?
Oh, good question. Let's take a look at the.
What's the resolution of that? Is that a 4K or a 1080p?
Yeah, it's a 4K 60. Yeah, believe it or not.
Okay. That's pretty good.
27 grams.
Wow, that's light.
Yeah, you can do 2.5K resolution at 50 frames a second too. That's the other one that's kind of interesting. But you can do 1K and 120 frames a second, so that would be pretty awesome if you're like following a car or a bike.
Some odd frames per second, right?
Yeah, the 50 frames a second is not that odd because the industry uses 24 and 25 frames a second.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, 50 is pretty common in like Europe and Australia, so because most of our original like TV resolutions are in 50 hertz and that sort of stuff. So
yeah, I know the United States we use. I know we're the 30-60 folks, and everybody else in the world do the 5100.
Yeah, I mean the biggest factors here is like you have external power source, you have a remote control, meaning you can stop record, and turn on recording remotely, and this also has a 6x hyperlapse, so that could be very interesting also. So yeah, so it's $100 cheaper because it includes everything. It comes with the ND filters, all those power cables, and the case, and the mounting for $100 less than the Insta360. So I suppose you could create a little device that you could put a receiver on, and you could always set it somewhere, and then you can remotely start and stop your recordings also, just by having a battery and some kind of little receiver somewhere else. You could probably hide it anywhere you wanted to.
Well, hey,
at least I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that Insta360 has some competition now. It's always healthy to have that.
Yeah, no
Agreed.
doubt. Hey guys, I'm gonna have to go ahead and cut this short.
Okay.
Thanks, Rodney,
So,
for having us.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
good to see
And
all you guys.
I
Been
hate
fun.
doing this, but kind of got some plans for today.
Okay.
So,
It's all
and
good.
I
Appreciate
mentioned it
your-
on my live stream this morning, but I
Yeah.
don't think everybody was able to hear it because it got
Yeah.
cut off short. So,
All right. Bye, Rodney. Bye, everyone on the panel, and bye, everyone in chat. Catch us all later.
Yep.
Peter, you have
Peter,
a good
take
one.
care.
Al, have a good
Will
one.
do. Bye, everyone.
Al, we'll see you. Rodney,
And
we'll see you later,
Adrian,
buddy. Have a good day.
You too, Brad. Talk to you later. Adrian, if you can hear me,
Adrian, bye.
I'm going to go ahead and remove him.
All right. I'll see you.
All right. Hey, everybody in the chat, you all have a great day. Thanks for being here. I promise you next week it'll go a little bit longer, but I had some plans today, and we're going to me and the wife are going to do some things, and you all take care. Have a great weekend. Don't forget tomorrow morning the Sunday Sunrise Cruise, starting with Drone Bum in New York, coming to me in Virginia, then down to Georgia with Dennis Lovelady, then over to Fly Natural in Arkansas, and then to the House of Hope in Texas. So y'all be sure to join us then. Y'all have a great day. Take care. Be safe. Happy flying and safe flying. And y'all have a good one now. Love y'all. Bye.